Hi, I just watched the vlog that I did for the intro of this video. I can put an annotation up, like here. Which, by the way, if you've never done this, if you've never recorded yourself before, I highly suggest doing it and then saying, I'm going to put an annotation here, or put an annotation here, and then just do it. And see how cool it feels to just move your fingers in this physical space that you occupy all the time in front of you, but have it actually say something without you actually having to do it. And it's the coolest thing. So, I just talked with a friend about why we speak the way that we do. And English is a very new language and all that jazz. And, you know, I mean, it doesn't seem new to you, obviously, because you've probably been speaking it. And if you don't speak English, I don't know what to tell you if you don't speak English, because that's one of those things about language, is that if you don't speak a specific one, there's certain things that can just be taken out of context and just mean totally different things. See what I did there? I just went, if I could do a replay of this, but I don't edit, so I'm not going to do a replay of it. It would just be like, that is what I'd like to call a filler. People say things, small words, small phrases, that don't mean anything, that they just tack in there to make things sound better, more full, more interesting. They say things like they put things in, look, see what I did there? Like. People use like a lot. They say, well, like, you know, and this stuff and that stuff, and they also use, you know. And I have a story behind that. When I was in the 6th grade, I had a science teacher by the name of Mrs. Lemon. And every time that she talked, she would use in between everything that she said. Every little thing that Mrs. Lemon said was broken with an It was an unbroken chain. The entire piece of her language is just an unbroken chain because she used all the time. It was as though everything that she said was in a paragraph form, and the only time that she paused to breathe, a new paragraph would start. But it was all, half of it was So, being 6th graders and not wanting to really learn any science, what we did, instead of taking notes of what she was teaching us, we would keep tally marks as to how many times she would say And at the end of the class, we would be dismissed, and everybody would compare notes as to how many tally marks we got. And going over this now, I'm slowly realizing that what we were trying to do was just connect on a human level to this information instead of trying to learn the actual information. Because when you're in 6th grade, which, by the way, if you don't know, that's when you're 12 years of age in America, it's the 6th grade in the public school system. When you're in 6th grade, you don't want to learn things. You don't want to actively go out of your way to think about new stuff that doesn't pertain to you directly. So what we did was we took the things that pertain to us directly and created a social element out of this very strange happening. And I just find it very amusing because as kids, essentially, you kind of need to connect to other people, especially at that awkward time between childhood and adolescence. Or is it, what is it? That's one of the things adolescence is that supposed to refer to. See? I'm doing it again. I'm filling the void because I have no idea what I'm about to say. And I'm not going to give you a clear answer as to why people do that. This isn't an informative video like Vsauce. I really love Vsauce. I'm gonna put an annotation here because I can do that. It's so cool. Seriously, try that. Like, get a webcam and do that. I said like again. See, I'm starting to notice what I'm saying and what I'm doing more because I just noticed it this one time. And we were really trying to connect to the social element, because when you're at that time in your life, you need to connect with other human beings, and just the most instrumental thing, like comparing tally marks with other people, that can be enough. That can be enough communication for both of you. That can be an excuse for two people to converse about something, you know. Did it again. We need to connect. That's why I'm doing this. We need to connect. People need to connect to other people. People need to tell each other stories. People need to entertain other people. And that's kind of the way the world goes, you know? I mean, we get things together. I said, you know, there. We get things together, we get business done, but at the end of the day, if we take the human element out of it and there's just one or two humans who are actually interacting, well, that's boring. Why do you think people go on Facebook in the middle of the day when they're at work, sitting in a cubicle, crunching numbers? Those numbers aren't going to talk to you. You and I, we can talk to each other. It's all about this very weird connection. And language is how we connect. So, no matter how you want to do it, converse. Just talk to people and see what they have to say. By the way, now this is the fun bit, is where you go back and watch this video, count how many times I said those little fillers, and leave a comment below. This is also really cool, just being able to like push down near my pants and be like, this is where comments will go. and tell me how many times I said fillers in this. I can't guarantee a prize or anything. Well, that's the end of this video. I'm gonna make my hero's exit once again. Bye.